we are not part of Nigeria, and that time has come for us to take our leave, remain focused and resilient in what we are doing.
Sorry, ma. Sorry. BIAFRANS, not Southeastern.
Well, okay, my apologies. All Biafrans, we know where we are, the position where we are. You know, it is always good for us to remind ourselves of one thing. Since the war was declared ended in 1970, I don't think that many of us still realize that that war is still ongoing. The war is ongoing. They are fighting it in all corners, in every way they could. But we have one simple word for them, that we are living. And those who have held our leader, because I know it was the clamor for them to get a Nigerian president from the southeast part of Nigeria, was the reason our leader was abducted. Now, our leader have been discharged, though Nigerian judiciary is not to be trusted because they are not judiciary, they are being controlled. Now, our leader was discharged and acquitted. They started giving it name. I actually don't know what his lawyers are doing because they are not following the legal process and the way it should go, because no court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to keep detaining our leader. Now that they have seen that they have failed woefully in fighting to become the president, they should now please, and please again, release our leader for us. It is clearly obvious that Nigeria have no judiciary, and those they have there are compromised and condescending. So we have to keep pushing and keep pushing that our leader should be released. That's all I can say for now. I hand over to my host, 247. Thank you so much, and thank you, Biafrans.
You're welcome, Ezibota Biafra. And here we have the Minister for Information, Mazi Soni Aparawa. The man Gaddafi could not arrest. You're welcome.
Maybe small. I don't try am. Ejide eba or me eba. Ejide eba or me eba. You be spirit.
Ndewo Muchineke, Ndewo Gaddafi, Ndewo Mazi 247, Ndewo Ada Biafra, and others that will be joining us. You know, when some people will be looking for the head of our PM, I'll just be seated somewhere, I'll be laughing. How can you see that someone has or four on his neck, and then you're thinking that you want to go and arrest the person? You want to go and kill the person. You're taking his name from one native doctor to another. Do you think that he is carrying Bible on his neck? He's not carrying Bible on his neck. It is Ofo that is hung on his neck. People that carry Bible on their neck and then they are shouting blood of Jesus. That is when Fulani terrorists will cut their head off. But your men and women in the bushes, they are carrying Ofo on their necks and they are securing Biafra land. That is by the way. I salute all Biafrans and I salute the blessing that Chukwukike has given us, who is our indomitable leader of our time, the Amadike one of Biafra, the only man that has come to redeem us. That is the savior of our time. I salute the family he came out from, the womb he came out from, the day he was born, the place he was born, the time he was born, and for the reason he was born. I salute our indomitable being, the Agunechemba one of Biafra land, the Igboki of our time, the Berimaristic Ekberima of our time, the Itiat of Biafra, the stone which the builders rejected, who has become the chief cornerstone and is destroying every other small stones. I salute your tenacity, my being. May your days be long and may more wisdom gather around you and blessings and protection of the gods of Biafra. In your own time, you will finish the race that we started in 1966. You say, blessings to the defense minister and our team and our existence, because it takes a courageous woman to be able to stand the test of time and to fight to defend her land. When I see the Prime Minister of Italia, who was speaking and telling the world that Africa non necesito di portare in Italia, Africa non necesito di liberar, that Africans do not need to be brought to Europe for them to have asylum and to take refuge. That what they need is total freedom from the emasculation that one Nigeria and the British and the Europeans have been doing to the people of Africa. So we have another kind of that prime minister in our Ebrechen job one of Biafra land. Thank you for being there. Super kudos to our ESN, Biafra Liberation Army, who are not sleeping but keeping watch 247 and fighting to make sure Biafra land is secured and defended at all costs. I appreciate your consistency. I appreciate your stronghold. I appreciate your sacrifices. I appreciate you living the warm embrace of your wives and husbands and children and concubines and girlfriends, that you prefer to be inside the bushes, sleeping side by side with all the reptiles inside the bushes just to make sure Biafra land is secure. Kudos to you, and Biafra will be defended and restored in your own time. Your sacrifices are not going to be in vain. So what are we here for? We are here to embolden the stand of Biafrans, to make sure you understand why we must continue what we are doing, because we have not restored Biafra yet. We are still on it and we are not going to back down. Tomorrow is fundraising. We need more money, so come out from all nooks and crannies and do it again. One Nigeria has been destroyed, and the people that were looking for stones to throw at us were ashamed 2 days ago. So if you were still running after one Nigeria, it's high time you came back and joined us, because our arms are wide open. We want you all to come back and do the needful. Our self-referendum convention is coming up in Finland. We implore all Biafrans to visit the accreditation link and then book everything that you need to book and get the discounts in time and make yourself available there. 15 September, this very month, in how many days to go, like in 6 days to go, is the official launching and unveiling and opening of the headquarters of Biafran Republic Government in Exile in Baltimore, USA. If you are in USA, if you are in Europe, wherever you are, you intend to be part and parcel of the physical official launching of that house, you need to make haste while sun shine. You need to try to be there in time, but you must be there on accreditation. So you visit the website, you do what? You fill the form, then you get your RSVP so that you come in as someone that has been cleared. We want to thank the Biafran people for all they are doing, and we are here to continue what we know how to do for as far as Biafra is concerned. Mazugo, thank you so much. We are here. We don't come again.
There we go. Mazeraf, are you there? Wabavam, are you there? Or is this only your picture?
I am here, but I may not be able to talk for long. I just want to greet you, fellow Biafrans. I want to greet everyone on the platform. My Minister of Information, as you go 247, our mommy in the house. I want to greet you all. As we are speaking right now, I'm just multitasking. I am in a meeting with the committee for the um, referendum convention. I'm doubling up to also join you people and to greet Biafrans. And please, let's keep up doing what we need to do to get our freedom because our freedom is sacrosanct. There's nothing you can use to substitute your freedom. You know, the Bible says that a man that was looking for, that was shown a land. He saw a land that is full of gold and many things. And then what he need to do was to go and sell everything he has to buy that land. So it is the same thing with Biafra. If you have been shown the color of Nigeria, you know that Nigeria, there's no two ways about Nigeria. There's no hope for Nigeria. And you know that Biafra is a land that flows with milk and honey. If you are asked to pay for Biafra, yeah, maybe they want to value Biafra for you. You can sell everything you have to acquire that Biafra because you cannot compare Biafra to anything in Nigeria. Now, let me now put it this way: the worst of Biafra is better than the best of Nigeria. The worst of Biafra is better than the best of Nigeria. That is to say, Nigeria is in no way worthy to be compared to Biafra in any way. So I just want to greet you all. Please bear with me. I will not be able to come out on my camera because my camera is open on the other meeting. Thank you very much. We move.
We move, and we have Win-Win in our midst. Win-Win, are you there? Can you hear me? Win-Win, come win here now. Come and win. Are you there? Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Just greet BIAFRANS.
Good evening, BIAFRANS, and all over the world, and all the freedom. Those who love freedom. I greet you all. My able ministers, I greet each and every one of you, and may God, may Chukwu Kabiama bless you. Without wasting much of your time, I want to say something because time is that we don't have time, and as far as we don't have time, I want to engrave all the Biafran's indulgence when it comes for financing BLA and then ESN. A lot are happening. I see Biafrans who donate billions, when it comes for, the other side. This time around, I want all eyes on the ball. Let us channel all our finances in liberating our freedom, in liberating ourselves from the shackles of the zoo. That will go a long way because a lot are happening. Things are happening in Nigeria, and the more day breaks, the more it gets worse. So I want to say thank you so much to you, Mazugo. God bless you. And our able minister, Sonia Parawa. May God make you bless each and every one of you and guide you. Thank you.
They will win. Thank you. And Mazison, I needed you to do something. I need you to highlight us once again about the happenings in Biafra land, because I learned you knew about it. I don't know much about it, so it will be better in your mouth. Yes. Okay, you are here. Mazison, I beg, highlight us about the situation in Biafra land. What is going on? What is happening in Biafra land?
Oh, you mean the security situation?
Yeah, the security situation.
Okay. Actually, there was some kind of usual invasion by the Fulani terrorists now. they actually displayed their madness in a holy community. So that's why in the morning we were urging Biafrans in holy community to stay indoors. But Biafran Liberation Army are on check. So they have taken care of the situation report. So all we are telling Biafrans in all your communities is when you hear of any gunshot or any flying bullet or anything that is unusual, go into your houses and allow the Biafran Liberation Army to engage the situation. Why? Because, like PM said before, whenever we come out to announce and give Biafrans the intel of their intention of coming, they now capitalize on that and then take cover. They may end up not coming, or they may end up using another route to come in because of the information that has been aired. So that's why information will not be aired anyhow. Again, it's just to lay ambush for them and then take them down. The Biafran Liberation Army are doing the needful. That is why we need to continue to give them more support. When you see one Nigerian convention media is writing that they killed or massacred 80 ESN and IPOV members of the Biafran Liberation Army, it is a big lie. What they should have told the people invariably is that we gave them those numbers multiplied by 3. Those numbers they called 80, we multiplied it by 3 for them. So it was their Fulani foot soldiers that were multiplied in that number by 3. And then we collected some of their weapons. And then we even had some of them as testimonies. So they are manures to Biafra land. And that is why the Biafran Liberation Army is waxing stronger and stronger and stronger every day. When they come into Biafra land, it seems invincible for them to locate the Biafran Liberation Army. They ask questions of where are they? They can't even spot them from above. So it's quite surprising to them that they will be aiming at people, but they don't see the people that they are aiming at. So it is the God of Biafra that is at work. And it will continue like that until Biafra is restored. They know what is good for them. They pull back their army or their terrorists in uniform from Biafra land so that they can have peace. But for as long as they want to bring war to Biafran people, they will continue to collect woto, woto, woto. And all those Iran boys in Biafra land, which Ida Konono is going to be working on them, they will collect it until they finish resigning. Some of them are resigning secretly. We are telling them to do it publicly until we see them come out and say, we are resigning in cognizance with the command that was given by the Biafran Republic government in exile through their prime minister. That is what we want to be hearing from them, not for them to go and put their secret resignation and then go just like that and fly over to America or UK or Switzerland or Europe. No, do it and make it public that we made it public, because we are taking over the legitimacy of Biafra land with total force. There were Mazi. Sorry, I was on
All
my
right.
phone
There
while
were,
talking to that.
there were. Dear friends, we heard what our Minister for Information just said. Many things are going on. Many things are happening. If you hear them, tell your brother. If you hear them, tell your sister, tell your neighbor, tell people who you know even know. Share the information for everybody to hear. That is why it's good. Whenever you enter the social media, you see any vital information, share, like it and share it. It doesn't matter who the anchor or who is doing the broadcast or who posted the video. Share, let everybody get the information. That's the most important thing. And another thing you must know is that YouTube, mostly they are not happy with anything about Biafra. They are trying to suppress it to make sure nobody sees or hear. Today so many things have happened, I wish the first is here to tell, because I was looking for that update where they killed some people in Abuja and so
Yeah.
on.
Miles
Yeah.
Hugo, do you know that only today alone, more than 20 videos, anywhere Mazi Simon Ekpa is on my title, 20 videos were removed from my channel today. 20.
My own yesterday I saw 59. Last
Just
week
today
I
alone, within 1 hour, they removed 20 videos that have Mazi Simon Ekpa's name as the title.
mm,
It's terrible, the war against us, eh?
honestly, if you watch my YouTube for about 2-3 months now, nobody comes. Then block the notification. Nobody knows. People will come here and say, "Hey, you don't come on YouTube again." I say, "I come YouTube, oh, even now I did program now." You say, "Ah, but I never get your notification since 1 month." I say, "Na so I did on na so na be the battle wey we dey battle." So it's not easy. You will suffer, do video, take your time, do video, finish. The following day, they tell you, say, you have next 1 hour to delete that video. And if you refuse, you get sanctioned. So you better you delete the video. We are moving. That will not discourage us. So anytime you get any information, pass it on, I beg. Pass am, because you never can know. If you see our PM video, pass am, make it go viral, so that even if they take it down, the video must have passed the message. I beg everybody. It's very important. So I think we should start with this. Now you heard what our Prime Minister said. They are in our villages, in our homes, in our communities, in our states, in our villages, everywhere, every corner, every hole, they did there. What are they looking for? They are looking for the innocent Biafrans, armless Biafrans. They are not even looking for those men that are in the bush, waiting for them to come. The same thing they did in 1960-70. They never went to war. They only went to our villages, our communities, our homes, and they bomb our homes, burn our buildings, steal our gold, steal our chickens, and they kill our mothers and rape our children and our sisters and our mothers. They refuse to confront the real enemy. So, okay, Mazindewo, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll get the news. So this evening, before I want us to see Ohaneze. When you see any news, Ohaneze is doing this, Ohaneze is making move. I want to make you understand that well, because today you hear Ohaneze open. What is Ohaneze? House of Rep open room for conversation, or the opens conversation with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You will be thinking it's a conversation for any other thing. It's about sit at home. They no dey even go ask am. No be say they wan talk with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, make they ask am, how you dey now? How you dey feel? How they treat you? They treat you well? You don see doctor? How your body dey? We are working to get you out of here. No. Is for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now to have a video conference or video whatever for them, and they tell everybody to stop sit at home. This is what they want. I don't know. Okay, let me read it. It's not that long note, so I will read it quickly before we move on. Ohaneze, okay, sorry, not Ohaneze. Reps committee opens talk with Nnamdi Kanu over sit at home order. It's not over Biafra. It's not over his freedom. It's not over the denial of the justice. It's not over the inhuman treatment. It's not over the kidnap. It's over the sit at home. That is their problem. Even if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu die there, you know, consign them. Wetin consign them? Just stop sit at home for us. If you want die, you die. You no consign us. Na im be their own. So a committee of the House of Representatives have commenced talk with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, over the seat at home in the southeast. The chairman of the committee, Obinna Agu Osha, revealed this in a statement issued on Thursday to journalists in Abuja. Agu Osha said the committee engaged with the incarcerated separatist leader to end the sit-at-home order in the southeast. It will be recalled that Kano has been in detention for over 2 years and his supporters have been demanding his release, but the federal government has yet to heed to the plea. Agocha said the engagement with Kano is yielding results. As a part of the search for a lasting solution, we have also engaged with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am happy to announce significant progress in this regard, particularly on the need to put a stop on the Monday sit-at-home that has crippled the economy of the Southeast, he said. He noted the committee is also interacting with service ships and other security agencies. They are also interacting with WHO service ships, and the outcome of the interaction is what Sonny have just told you here today, that they are now killing the innocent women, the innocent children in the Biafra territory. So when you hear, you think it no concern you, you know they among, you know be part of them. But I want to tell you, say, it go be part of them. And by the time you go be part of them, it go late for you. It go late for you. They are not interested in any other thing. Only stop sit at home for us. They have been going behind meeting Mazen Nandekalusis. They discuss, talk, but they know they ever come out to tell you we are working towards his release. There's a good news hanging somewhere in the air. No, that one not concern them. Their concern is sit at home, and very soon he said he is happy to announce that there is a good news coming to end the sit at home. That good news is to end you, not sit at home. Because sit at home is not ending. Nanke onye ọbụla agbawara ọsọ wee Gaddafi now. Who say he's muted? Mazi Sonny. You are not muted though, Mazi. It's like your network is not good, Mazi Sonny. Maybe you go out and come in, or you refresh. Your network is very poor. Okay. So the reps, their problem is sit at home. As you know, the Ohanese, their problem is sit at home. Today, everybody don't come out openly to fight Biafra. They don't come out openly. Soludo don't declare it own. Imo State, Aboki, all of them don't declare their stand. They say they must to kill anybody where they talk about Biafra. Today, as I dey here with you now that one we dey inside, and the innocent people are dying, and still people are believing in this night. You see, when things are happening, you think say that only you. The same form of a Bobago is being formed in Yoruba land, and they are using it with police to kill innocent people, grabbing people's land by force. If you get problem with anybody will be their member, they go kill you. You remember when our prime minister showed a video where they were killing somebody gradually with hammer. They were knocking him down here down here, and they hear the sound, they do until the boy die. There's a video I tweeted now. You see what they are doing to human beings in the name of one Nigeria. I don't know what any other person believe. If you believe in this one Nigeria, happy one Nigeria. But the truth is that I just saw a Zegome shouting. He will do this with to Buhari. He will show not Buhari, Tinubu. He will prove to Tinubu that this one happened. He want Tinubu. He died Tinubu. I said, is he not this same Ezekiel that went to sleep? After he woke up, he went and embraced Shetima. You don't want to kill Shetima, but you want to kill Tinubu. Is he not Tinubu with Shetima that are in the same thing? The reps have met with the service chiefs and they don't carry out the work. When you hear Iranian before tell you that they are inviting Tinubu to come to Southeast, being Biafra land, to do whatever they are calling him to do, is only to kill Biafrans, only to kill the youth, only to kill anybody with their point hand, now point and kill. So today, if they happen, as they plan, make I not talk too much. Make I start with win-win. Win-win, can you hear me? Win-win, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you have the microphone.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
But Honorable Minister, thank you so much. You know, Nigeria does not have the rule of law, you know, and it is so shameful in the sense that we have, you know, found ourselves in this situation. This same Ezekome you are seeing like that are dying with Buhari. And at the end of the day, he will come and then represent our leader. You know, this same Ezekome is currently dying with even Tinubu. You know, I said there was a story that I narrated once at a time, and then people began to laugh. There was a case I had, you know, in the zoo, and then I hired a lawyer. So after the case in the court, and like about 30 minutes, a friend of mine called me and said, "Guy, come so place and see your lawyer with your you know, it's funny,
Yeah.
you know." And to be honest, I went there, you know, because I was inside a car that has tinted glass, so they didn't see me. Seeing my lawyer with my enemy, embracing themselves, drinking, and then laughing. What they were discussing there is nothing but me. You know, and that's if you should bring that to our leader's case.
It is me. It is me.
Yeah.
It is me.
You will find out, and if you go, sorry, it's a network issue. Sorry, I had a call that came in. Okay. So he made mention how he will be liberated, not by this zoo court. There is nothing zoo court can do about our leader, because all of them are working for Nigeria. No lawyer, any lawyer you see in the zoo are working for the zoo, and then they can't go, you know, they can't go above their, you know, court of jurisdiction, because Nigeria, they are serving the purpose of their, should I say, what they have agreed to serve. So they believe in the law of the zoo, and that is why the judges preside over, you know, the affairs of the court. They can, if Nigeria say no, they will never say yes, or else, just like our Minister Sonia Parawa earlier said, that their, you know, certificates can be, you know, withdrawn. Their powers as a lawyer can be withdrawn in the zoo, because you can't go beyond what it is, what they are presiding over. What baffles me more is that in the case of zoo, sometimes I became, very worried. How can a court of competence, give a judgment in a particular court in Sokoto, another court will give another countering order in Port Harcourt? You see, that is why I call Nigeria a zoo. It never happens anywhere. It is only here that it happens. Court gave order in Umaya, one court in Abuja sitting and then countering the same, order, judgment. So, and that's why I came into conclusion that there is nothing like all these Ezekome age of 4. There is nothing they can do to bring our leader out. Nothing, absolutely nothing. These people are they are best in the same feathers. There's nothing they can do about it. So I have had one-on-one, encounter with Ejiofor, and I discover he's a liar. These people don't have what it takes to bring our leader out. What they do is just, try to be rubbing our shoulders. Umu Chineke is coming.
Game. They're in the
Hey.
game. They're playing game.
Rubbing our shoulders is coming. Umu Chineke, by next week, our leader will be out. Umu Chineke is in spirit. These are the work of darkness. That's what they are paid to be doing. So that is it. For me, what we need is, arms and ammunitions. And we can't get it, from anywhere except through the way we donate to ESN and BLA. And when we are out fully, then they will release our leader. So thank you so much for now.
There were Mazembam Atuchuku. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
can you hear me clear, right?
Okay, I can hear you. You have the mic.
Thank you. Please, I'm in a noisy place. I will be able to be him as a prince. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay.
I'm just listening. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
It's okay. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Ezibota Biafra. You have the mic.
Thank you so much. I've been listening quietly and carefully over the submissions of other of our team. You see, when it comes to this sit-at-home issue, I know that what is haunting them is the mockery and the challenges they are receiving from particularly the Senate president. There was a time he was mocking them, citing the incident of Simon Ekpa living in Finland and giving order to the Southeast, telling them how Simon is the one, our PM, is the one ruling. All these people that are going to see Onyendu coming out to tell us that Onyendu is asking us to stop sit at home. It surprises me that they cannot even talk about his release. Because if Onyendu has been discharged by the court, I wonder why by now they are still leaving him there, because we have made it clear to them that once our leader is released, sit at home will end. But they don't want to release him, which means that they themselves want sit at home to continue.
Exactly.
They want sit at home to continue. They want to keep our leader incarcerated there illegally. And all these Ohanezes, we understand that sometime in the past, they threatened Nigeria that if they did not give a rulership or leadership of Nigeria in terms of presidency, that they will join Biafra.
Mm.
So I wonder where all those threats are. It's just like an empty threat.
Go
Because
to the, have you seen go to threaten anybody?
yes, I can tell you categorically that Nigeria, to be honest, have actually dragged Biafra down to their level by intimidation, using the military. They know that we are of high caliber and high quality. We are people of conscience. We are resilient. We are intelligent. We mind our business. We are people who are living focused on whatever we are doing. We are of a very high standard. So all they have done successfully is using the state governors to bring the military to intimidate our people, killing them. But they have forgotten, all they don't understand is that Biafra is a spirit. It is a spirit. And is an ideology. You cannot defeat anyone who has such idea. You cannot defeat Biafra. Biafra is like the Beatles. You can't kill the Beatles. They cannot kill Biafrans. We know what we want. We know what we are made of. They cannot drag us down to their level. The Ohaneses are like a deadly tool being used. I think Ohanese's position in Biafra land is like what ECOWAS is in Africa. A deadly tool being used. Secondly, the lawyers representing our leader, they are so incompetent. Very, very incompetent. In fact, I am very disappointed that someone who has attained the level of SAN, senior advocate, will be there and the case of his client is being messed up the way it is with our leader. I wonder who instructed these people to represent our leader, because they have been so negligent in representing our leader. Our leader is not being properly represented. My power is not up there, but whoever is responsible in engaging these lawyers to represent our leader should have a rethink. They should be sacked and the new lawyers employed, because any sane lawyer should know that when the court have declared your client free and set him free, that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction. Our leader should not be going to court for anything, and he should not be detained, because his detention from the day of that pronunciation is illegal. No court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to judge anything about our leader. He is not answerable to anyone. So I think they have condescended so much and compromised, because Nigeria judiciary on the 6th of this month, September, have shown the world that there is nothing like judicial system in Nigeria. It's not working at all. I will rest my case here. Thank you.
Ndewo. Mazi Sonny and the Raf, are they close? Are they close to the microphone? Okay. Okay, we move on. Abuja today, what happened in Abuja? You see, why we are telling you or reading out all this information is because it is the same thing. I believe. So when you think it is still far away in Abuja, it is happening far away in Abuja. I want you to know that Abuja is not so far. If we remember very well, the time when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu they shout, these people are coming. In Zamfara, they are killing. In Kaduna, they are killing. In Katsina, they are killing. Let us protect our home. They are coming. We say in a lie, na Fugwa Osana before they no go mad, they enter our land. They put them in IDP camps. Today, ESN, Biafra National Army, National Guard, all those people that have volunteered their life to keep our land are the reason why these people have not entered our land. And that is why Hajine said that's why they are sending the military from air, from land, from everywhere, from water, to go and make sure that they neutralize those Biafran soldiers, which they no fit do, of course. They no fit do. That's when you hear support what our Biafran warriors are doing, support them. That the reason why we still have a land called Biafran land today. If not by now, our communities must have been taken over. By now, you know, no single one person, if you have your parents at home or your relatives, they would have been in IDP camps. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have told you that we don't want IDP camp. And we have had one already in Enugu, which we are trying to end. Because all their ideas, all these people, reps, and so on, going to meet Nnamdi Kanu, to tell Nnamdi Kanu to stop sit at home. Have they told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that they have succeeded in bringing one IDP camp, which we know, we don't even know if there are more, but at least we are sure there is this one now. This particular one is the one a harmful people are in. These people you are looking at now, they are a harmful people. The people that were attacked last November or December, now here their life remain. You can imagine what these people will be going through. You see those little babies, now there they go born them, now there they go grow, unless me and you bring Biafra. If not, these people, when you see here, their life don't finish for here. Because the next target now to pursue the next people, next communities close to them. When they make sure they pursue all of you inside this place, they will grab your land, they will take over your land. So when they are telling you Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says stop sit at home, did the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ask you to bring IDP camp to Biafra land? Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ask you to bring Funanis to kill Biafrans for no reason? Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ask you to sanitize our land, ethnic cleansing everywhere? Is that what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu asked you to do? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, as if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ordered the sit at home at the first place. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu order any sit at home? Did anybody have these fools not heard Mazen Simon ever say severally? What we are doing has nothing to do with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu until you release him. Immediately you make him a free man, we will listen to him. We are not listening to him. He never asked us to sit at home. He will not ask us to stop sitting at home. So stop wasting your time going to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's very clean and clear. So when you see we are telling you what is happening, is to tell you how strong they are to protect you. Every day you hear they kidnap 1,000 here, they kidnap 200, they kill 50, they kill 200, and all of them end up, caterpillar go dig one ground, they go pack all of them inside, and they cover them sand. The remaining ones will be asked, run, 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 there is curfew. Run into IDP camp. But before those Funanis will come and kill them, why is it that there was no curfew? So that you can catch, you go catch them, now catch them. No. Now, after they don't come, they leave their trademark, the original trademark, blood or sorrow, whatever, whatever. Martin Shoes, you're welcome.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
If you have the time, just read BIAFRANS before we move on.
Fellow BIAFRANS, thank you so much for being there with us all the time. I'm so sorry that I came in late. This time difference is really giving us a problem where I am and when we are starting our program. I apologize for appearing very late. I appreciate every one of you that have been very courageous, standing firm. I thank you all for all your support you have been giving to the media, giving to our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, and the support you are giving generally to Biafra Republic in Exile. I appreciate every one of you who is supporting, more especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land that are there facing the bullets. They are there in the forefront. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is doing a marvelous work for us, standing ground against all odds, making progress. Even when they are trying to draw him back, he gets faster. I appreciate my fellow comrades that are holding the ground all the time, speaking up at all times. Even in the difficult circumstances, we are still standing and speaking. I appreciate everyone that has made one contribution or the other to see that we get to this far. I pray that Chukwu Okikabe will give us the strength until we get to that very last point when we are going to celebrate and dance in the street, just like our Supreme Leader have said in the past. Freedom is sure. Nothing is going to stop us. No matter what you see or what you hear, there are more reasons to be happy. And I know we are already seeing those reasons. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Until when I have time again to speak. Thank you.
There were. Okay, we are going over to another part of the program. Let's see. Okay. Now here. Okay. That die. Why did it not agree enlarge? Let me enlarge it. Yeah. Just a moment. So as with the talk it happened today or yesterday. Meanwhile, you heard of how the carry police go kill 2 people for Gariki market in Abuja. Nothing that happened. And after they have killed the police went illegally to harass somebody, and on the process decide to shoot gun. And as he shoot the gun, he take the gun, kill the person. And not only that, after killing the person, another bullet come out for him mouth, he kill another person. Instead of Nigeria police or Nigeria DSS or army to arrest this person that killed 2 people at a spot, they tell you say they do investigation. Make they sure say, meanwhile, make they sure say na him kill them. Meanwhile, they tell you say they don't collect the gun for in hand. Get the point, you. They are on investigation to be sure that he killed these people he's been accused of. Meanwhile, they have taken the gun from him, but they did not arrest him. I shot the sheriff, but I couldn't shoot his deputy. Oh, oh, oh. That is the story. That is the story. So, Make we see this news in Abuja again. You see, when you think say anywhere they safe, I want you to know that no place they safe. As e there for Jigawa, na so e there for Niger, na so e there for Benue, na so e there for Plateau, na so e there for Jos, na so e there for Biafra land. Only that Biafrans are standing their ground, we will not accept it. If not, na this kind news for the be the same news wey we dey get. So I go read the news for us. Make we see the news. This Punch newspaper. 30 people kidnapped. Oh no, 30 people died in Abuja landsliding. Listen, oh, and the 19 kidnapped. Where the landsliding happened for Abuja? Where? You see, Nigeria is always a gutter. Okay, the news is not there full. I see. Okay. Let me see. If I can read the news. Okay, 8 September. This happened yesterday. Now, 19 persons were on Thursday kidnapped in the Buhari Area Council of Abuja, while no fewer than 30 persons were reported to have died in a landslide caused by activities of illegal miners in the Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. Okay. In any way, whether it is legal or illegal, whether they are criminals or they are not criminals, they are all the same thing. Could you imagine in the Federal Capital Territory, you have illegal miners? You have illegal miners in Federal Capital Territory for Abuja. What security do you have now? What will be your security? I ask you a question. You that believe in one Nigeria, what is your security? If the federal capital, the kingpin, the head pin, the issue of that Zojiria could not be protected, you think it's your papa house they will come and protect? Funani have their ways. Funani do whatever pleases them, and nobody questions them. Be you anybody, nobody questions them. 19 persons were on Thursday kidnapped in the Buhari Area Council in Abuja, while no fewer than 30 persons were reported to have died in a landslide caused by activities of illegal miners in the Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. These were reviewed during the median meeting between the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, that's Mmesoma Wike, Nwa Ike, and the 6th Area Council Chairman. The minister who was concerned about the development said he would summon the FCT Director of State Services as well as the Commissioner of Police to be comprehensively briefed about the kidnap incident and facilitate rescue operations, while asking the council boss to set up a surveillance task force in their areas to monitor mining activities. Wike said he would meet with his counterpart in solid mineral, Dele Alake, to eliminate illegal mining in the FCT. It don't finish you. Those people where die, don't die. They don't die, they don't go. Their matter don't finish. So if you are hoping that there is something that is going to happen there. They are not telling you that they have arrested the miners. So no, they are not telling you they are going to arrest the miners. No, they are only telling you that they will stop the miner. That they are going to recruit vigilantes or call for free will volunteer vigilantes to make sure that no other what do you call it illegal miners enter the area. What about the people where they, if true, because me, I doubt it. All I know that the people of in Abuja and all these people in Abuja is Kuje Area Council is a kind of outer skirt of the city. So it just be like say you dey live for Lagos, Ikeja be capital, maybe something like is it Ajangbadi, Oshodi, or Yaba area, that kind of thing. So now these people no get anything. They don't kidnap them. If women dey inside, they go rape them. Small pikin dey inside, they go rape them. If small boys dey inside, those small boys there's something we are missing. We have been missing. Whenever they kidnap, they don't return the little boys amongst them. Any little boy from a year old they kidnap, they don't bring them back. They use them for suicide bombing. They don't come back. So I want you to understand that when these people find their way into your land, you say they no go come. Your children, the male, the boys, they go use them for missile suicide bombers. Your girls, little girls, they go marry them out at the age of 5 years old. But before you go reach 10 years, you go carry belle. Is that your wish? And you go there for IDP camp, you will not even be thinking about your children. You'll be thinking, how are you going to come out of here? Anything we are doing, we must do it fast and now to lead this goddamn soul. I salute everybody. Mazi Shush.
Thank you, my brother. I've had your explanations and readings you just made. You see, it is a very disturbing situation in Nigeria. And when I see people continue to talk about a better Nigeria, a new Nigeria, one Nigeria, I wonder where their mind is. Every one of us have gotten up to the age of 15 years old. Okay, let's say 20 years old. You can't be 20 years old in Nigeria and you say you don't see the evil in Nigeria or the reality in Nigeria is not going to work, let alone people who are up to 40 and 50 years old still talking about Nigeria. When you look at the foundation of Nigeria, how the foundation is being laid, there is nothing that is pointing to the fact that it's going to be better tomorrow. Every single one of them knows that. When they come to their conventional media, they confess it and say Nigeria will not work. A senator has confessed it in the House of the Senate and say Nigeria can never ever know peace or can never work, can never have good policy, can never have growth. A senator said it in the House of the Senate. But after saying all these words, the only difference between us and them is that we have seen the problem and we are working towards the solution. But for them, they have chosen to remain complainant for the rest of their life. Obi remains a boy and never seeks growth. This is what we've been seeing. When you look at what my brother is saying now about the illegal mining and all whatnot, all these things have been existing and will continue to exist. These mining activities you are talking about in the Abuja, don't be surprised that the person that owns that mining field you are seeing is a senator. Do not be surprised that a senator owns that mining field that you are seeing. The president they have today, the drug baron they have as a president, he has his own mining field in Lagos State. So when you see all these people, they have one mining place or the other, every single one of them. The mining things, the mining field you are hearing for, it's not owned by a pauper. It's not owned by ordinary citizens. And they are not hiding. You and I were here when a video came out in Zamfara State where private jet flies out from the bush, take gold. Private jet come to Nigeria in Zamfara State, take gold and fly to UK and some other European country. It was captured on video. Are you going to tell me that they don't see it? They cannot see a private jet. If they have a wrong way in the bush, a wrong way where the private jet will take off after loading the gold, they are not accountable to anybody. These things are in every state in Nigeria, run by one individual or the other. They are in every state. Every politician is involved in it. Politician from the southeast, politician from the southwest, politician from the north, every single one of them, they are involved in this business. And there is none of them that will stand up and speak against it. You see, that is why I wonder when I see people begin to talk about, even as at this time now, when they have seen it clear that it is obvious that Nigeria will not work, you will see some people will come and gather themselves in social media and they are talking about a better Nigeria.
My brother, this is the video you are talking about here.
Exactly. Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you for bringing the
Go
news.
on and talk so they will hear.
Thank you very much, my brother. Look at it.
Wait, let the man tell them that it's their own gold. They are mining it by themselves, for themselves. They don't want anybody to come inside. Let them hear. Listen, everybody, listen.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I welcome you to this briefing which is organized to inform our fellow compatriots in the country and the world at large about a strategic decision by my administration to establish a gold reserve for Zamfara State. This strategic decision is part of the effort to prop up the economy of the state and guarantee the economic and social well-being of our people now and in the future. It is also the first of its kind by any state in the Federation. For a start, we have purchased 31 kilograms, not grams, kilograms of gold, only mined and refined by our artisanal miners. We will subsequently continue to buy gold from our local miners so as to gradually improve the reserve. The precious metal will be deposited in a designated bank. Even though our state, like other states of the Federation, is grappling with competing demand from the public and the resource at our disposal is mega, we feel it is utmost significance to invest in future of our people.
So that is it.
Thank you so much, my brother, for bringing. That is one of the reasons why we are always here in the media. The people who call themselves the people in that Zolita, they forget so easily. So when we are saying certain things, when you don't bring all this video, they will think we'll make it up. We come online and start to make it up. They think we'll make it up. But when you push it to their face, look at it. This is gold mined. India, they said in their, what did they say? They said in their constitution that this kind of resources cannot be touched by any state. It is owned by the federal government. These are one of the things they say they put in the exclusive list in their constitution. In the exclusive list, but for the northerners, it belongs to their state. This is a governor telling you that this is their own, belonging to them. And you see them flying the gold out from the forest. And they go and store it in a reserve, which belongs to them alone. But they will come to Biafra land. The oil in Biafra land will become for everybody.
No. It's not for everybody. You and who you get oil well. Even
my brother.
That big Asari Doko boy get oil well. Say everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for them. It's for them.
Thank you, my brother. They will still come on our land and they will take the one that belongs to us. And as if that is not enough, do you see how they give them the free hand to harvest their mineral resources, the gold they have? But in Biafra land, do you see how they stopped us from using our coal in Enugu State to generate electricity? It is in exclusive list, so we must not touch it. Apart from this oil, there are so many mineral resources we have in Biafra land. You must not touch it. You must not touch it. But in their own, they are harvesting it, using it to develop their own self, making. And the funniest thing is that they are enriching themselves individually with this thing. This thing doesn't have anything to do with the poor masses in their area. The state that this man comes from now is one of the poorest states, where you see the poorest of the poor in that Zoological Republic. One or two people will just come and take the resources and begin to. You see, that is why when you're talking about this mining, this thing they have in Abuja, it is not hidden. Just like this one, look at a private jet, look at the runway in the forest. This runway, this thing you see, have lasted for years. Are they going to tell you that they're not seeing it? And even after the video came out, did you ever hear the federal government say anything about this? Did you hear that anybody was arrested? Did you hear that anything that was done?
It is still going on, no, it has not stopped.
Oh my God. You see, when you see these certain things, that is why when I see people gather themselves and continue to talk of a better Nigeria, I share tears. These are people who don't want to pity themselves. And more especially, the most annoying one is that when I see people, they answer Igbo name, Igbo Biafran people more especially. Today, even after they have told them you don't belong here, they speak it in French, they speak it in Yoruba, they speak it in Hausa, they speak it in Igbo, they write it, they say the word, they make it by sign for you to know that you don't belong there. Yet, you see some of them today, go to platform, you see them talking about, let us see how we can make it work. All hope is not lost. Supreme Court, things can change. Oh my God. And I ask these people, what political solution do you want to try that our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu did not try? What political solution do you want to try that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not try? What political solution do you want to try that even when our prime minister came in, even before he joined the struggle, he has seen it all. Our prime minister was speaking for Nigeria before he joined this very struggle. What is that thing you think you can see today that these people have not seen? The restructuring you are shouting of today, clapping your hand as a restructuring, was what Dim Odumegwu saw many, many years ago. It is today you are not clamoring for it. The Biafran people, we are lucky to have people that have foresight, people that know things that will happen when it hasn't happened. The only thing that I don't know why some of us have decided to cage themselves, keep themselves in captivity. But I thank Chukwu that today, I can say that 90% of Biafran people are ready and more than ready to go. It is no longer business as usual. That is why I never like the idea of people saying that we are not united, we are not one. Today, we are more than united. And the escape from the Zoological Republic have already started. We are going to escape by fire, by force. We cannot continue to be part of this. We cannot. How can anybody survive in this kind of situation? In a place, you see the most annoying thing? One of the most annoying things in that zoo that I always see, when I remember it, I share tears. You see quota system. Quota system. That is one of the devil they unleashed on every indigenous person in that contraption. A quota system that will make a professor to be an assistant to an illiterate who didn't go to class one day. A quota system that will make a qualified student in the southern part of Nigeria will be on the bench waiting for admission. Why a northern that did not even sit for exam will be reserved, admission will be reserved for him or her. Offices will be kept for them. As soon as they graduate, they'll begin offices. But you that have wasted your brain, even study abroad and come back, you'll be begging for employment. Quota system. Quota system made it possible that you can never use the best in Nigeria. The best can never ever have a position. The best can never have a position. And after seeing all these things, put in place, you still dream and say you have a better Nigeria. Sorry for you. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that Biafrans are already on the door out. We are already at the door. And I used to tell people that every indigenous person in Nigeria is supposed to be praying for Biafra. They are supposed to be thanking us. Because whether they support us or not, as soon as we exist, our exit will give them freedom. Our exit will give them free bread. Our exit will make them have security. It will make them have respect for themselves. It will make them have a good economy. They should continue to pray for us. As for us, we are on the way out. And nothing, no man born of a woman, no woman born of a man can stop us from walking out of the zoo. It is going to happen. And for me personally, in 2023, I am not going to remove that date until the last minute of today, of this year. We will walk out of this zoo. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Are you there, my brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing justice to that. Wanda Biafra, you have the microphone, and I think Biafrans would like to make their suggestion. So, Wanda, you have the microphone.
Thank you so much. Yeah, before I proceed to one of the issues I would like to address, I would like to say something. I was reading through one of the comments by our brothers who are watching. I saw a question by one of our brothers, Prince. I don't want to call his other names, but he knows that I'm referring to him. He was asking, which way are we going? Where are we going to? This shows that some of us still don't understand. You know, this team, this media team, I see them as evangelists who are evangelizing the coming of Biafra. If I would address that for him, where we are going is that on the 20th of October and 21st, there's going to be a self-referendum conference in Finland, where that conference will give people opportunity to air their views, and every opinion will be considered. We are asking for referendum to exit from Nigeria. And we are also asking that our leader should be released for now. I mean, that is very clear. For anyone to be asking at this stage that he doesn't know where we are heading to or where are we going to, it is clearly obvious that we have spelled out our intentions to leave Nigeria. Thank you for the Prince. So my thing is this. You know, this runway that we are watching here, carrying the gold, and the way they manage that gold within themselves, will clearly show every Biafran, because Biafra is the place where the oil, the crude, the gas, everything is posited, or where it is located. We all know from this now that if this oil has been in the north, we will never have had any position in Nigeria at all.
Yes.
They wouldn't have allowed us to come close. So you can imagine now that that oil is still in our land. Nigeria government still extracts the oil or sells it. I don't know what they do with it, because an oil producing country that does not have a refinery is a big shame, because people don't have work, no employment. But if they have refinery, I am very sure that that refinery will create up to 5,000 jobs for the unemployed people, because we have a lot of chemical engineers, ordinary engineers, and ordinary laborers who would have been employed. Rather, we created job for foreigners, because they will take the oil, as we understand. They will take the oil, go and refine it abroad, bring it back, and that will escalate the prices. And people will be finding it very difficult to buy an oil they produce in their own country. Now, the next thing that I would like everybody to jog your memory very, very well. You know, during the electoral campaign, I heard on YouTube, I was reading something there. The man was saying, oh, why we have a Muslim ticket is that we want to Islamize the whole country, so that the whole country will be an Islamic state. We don't want anybody coming to ask us for building of roads or electricity or this or that. We are here to Islamize. That's why we are fighting hard. And that was exhibited from the way the judiciary compromised. You can imagine elderly men, those judges, none of them is below 60. They were very matured people, professionals, degrading their profession. They clearly overturned the rule of law in Nigeria. They turned the hand of legal practice, telling the whole world that you cannot get justice in Nigeria. I beg your pardon. So this is one of the major reasons why we have to leave, unless or until we are ready to become an Islamic state. But if we are not, we have to stand strong. Before our leader was incarcerated, he said one day, you have to be mentally tough. So that mental toughness should be applied now. We should employ it and remain tough mentally. And I could remember that Onyendu was saying, I want 100 men. I want 100 men. So I'm not even expecting every Biafran to be incorporated in this fight. But I'm encouraging the few that are very steadfast to remain focused and don't get distracted. Because these people, their grandfather, Osman Danfodio, they want to achieve his rule. He made a rule for them that they must dip the Quran in the high sea or wherever. And this is all about the process of achieving that. And currently we remain the target, because it is only in Biafra land that you cannot see people who are indigenous people who are Muslims. The only Muslims there are those they imported and deposited in our land forcefully. So we have to remain focused, and, you know, nobody should be double-minded. We should focus on the ball. We are very close to the, what is it called? The goalpost. You know, when you are at the goalpost, you want to score, you have to be looking at the movement of the defenders. That's all we have to do, because we are almost there. A lot of people have died because of this Biafra. It's an ideology. You can't beat it. So we have to remain strong. I mean, the people that you are fighting with, they are not giving up. So why would we give up? We have come a long way. But our main focus right now is our leader, because his health is failing him. You can imagine someone who is kept at one place for 2 whole years. Just sitting every morning, he will just wake up. You don't know whether he's sitting in a blind place, a place that is so dark. Even if you are in your own home where there's electricity light, you have your video to play everything. Once you are kept in one place, you are stagnated. You will feel so bored. So I feel for our leader so much. That man has made, single-handedly a lot of sacrifice. So no one should be, complaining of what they are losing to achieving Biafra or not. I know that every effort they are making, like those at home who sit at home every Monday, we do appreciate them so much. They are the ones making the sound echo down to the whole world that we no longer want to be in Nigeria. And another person that my great thanks goes out to is Simon. Simon is living up to his expectation and his promise to Onyendu. He told Onyendu that I will not fail you. You will find 50 men in me. And in fact, his speed is such that he has shown that even that 100 men lives in him.
Exactly.
So my praises goes to our PM. He is 100 man in one man, or 100 men in one man. You can imagine, Tinubu just came in. He went and borrowed $800 million, and the senators approved it. What are they doing with all this money? To buy ammunition to stop us. Everything they're doing, the Zamfara gold, all these things is to buy weapon, keep buying weapon, while the citizen of the country wallow in poverty. No good hospital. When anyone falls sick, you just leave them in the hands of God. If they don't die, they will live a very reckless life. In most villages now, like in my own village, you will hardly find elderly people. They've all died because of poor care. So we want to leave Nigeria by all means, all possible means. Biafra is a place that the judiciary will be doing what is expected of them. The executive will be doing their work. You cannot live above your salary. Anyway, let me not put fear in anyone now, because it's going to be very strict and straight in Biafra. No corrupt practices will be tolerated. Thank you, Biafra 247. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think is there anybody want to say any other thing? Because I want to see if our people who want to make calls and do their contribution before we. Okay. So Maze Sonny is like no, that meeting well not they know they finish them. But we move. So one thing we must understand is that do you want to say anything?
No, go on.
Okay. So one thing we must understand is that there is no way out in this. No easy way. No easy way. It's either you take it or you die in it. It's either you take your freedom or you die without taking your freedom. But it will be better you die struggling to get your freedom than to die a coward and a fool. They say all die and I die, but there are deaths that when you die, go there, your ancestors would they beat you. They go enslave you. They go keep you outside the gate. So better die a warrior. Better die a bold man that will say, this is who I am. You go start boldly say you be Biafra, you be Biafra. No be political solution. Let us listen to what Mazen Nanikalo said here.
Something called Durban. D-U-R-B-A. Durban Festival, not Durban.
Meanwhile, if you want to call into the program, you are welcome. We wait for your call.
Durban. D-U-R-B-A-R. It is celebrated around Ramadan. It's a Muslim holiday in the north. I want anybody to go to Durban in the north. You will see the light-skinned. That same thing, about Black Lives Matter. You will see light-skinned mongrels, that is the Fulanese, on top of a camel or a horse. They are the royal family. And you will see Hausa peasants following them on foot, doing rankadede. Not their fellow Fulanese, but Hausa people. Because
the same thing today, what our leader is saying, it's the same thing you are seeing today. You look at them. They are servants. Servants. All of them. Servants. Including Obasanjo. Servants. If you see this one, it is saying I own better. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Bam and servants. They follow Funani for Nyash, like saying a Funani go give them food. Why they are the ones that are supposed to be giving Funanis food? They are now dependent on the same Funanis. Funanis that are only feeding from their own father's house. As I talk about today, we is ready to kill any Biafran man just to protect the Fulanese interest. At the end, they will give him the peanuts. Tompolo, the same thing. All of them. I was asking myself, where was that? Where is that Tompolo that was there saying Fulani should not have way in my father's land? Where is that Tompolo? Where is that Asari Dokobo then that stood his ground saying, this is my father's land? Good or not, you don't belong here. Where is that Asari Dokobo? Where is that Tompolo? Where are all those people that stood their ground to fight for their father's land then? They have decided to collect the peanuts and went hiding or went to sleep. They give you money to build a beautiful house, buy generator, wire, put good furniture, put good electronics, so you can enjoy yourself, forget your sorrow. And by the time the wine clear from your two eyes and your two nose and your two mouths and your head and brain and your belly, nobody will tell you. By then it is too late. I wonder if it is not that pig in the creek that was saying to people, Charlie boy, they never leave you. Is he not that monkey, that baboon that was encouraging people? Today, he is the one that to be encouraged, or the one to be admonished, or the one to worry, or the one to beat sense into him because of peanuts. May God have mercy.
They conquered Hausa people. And how was it possible that a minority, the same thing you know tells us, how was it possible for a minority, a few Fulanese, moving cattle from place to place to conquer a people with an envious civilization in Africa, like the Hausa people? How was that possible? They did it by doing what they do now. They divide you and they tell you they're bringing you something better. They're going to fight corruption. They're going to institute a purer form of Islam that is going to take you closer to God, and you lose your land in the process. That was how the Hausa people lost Sokoto. That was how they lost even Kano. They lost Katsina. They lost Kebbi. They lost Zazzau. Everywhere they lost. Do you know how they lost it? They lost it because they campaigned against their own people. I am saying this because of the few Efulefus who think that by fighting Biafra that somehow, or talking rubbish, that they are making their lives better. They are preparing themselves for conquest. Themselves and their children and those unborn. Do you know what is happening today? I want anybody to tell me if this is a lie. The Sultan of Sokoto, where is he from? He's a Fulani man.
Yeah.
He is a Sultan in a land that belongs to Hausa people. How about the Emir of Kano, which is the heartbeat of Hausa people? He is a Fulani. How about the Emir of Bandu? He is Fulani, not Hausa. How about the Emir of Kebbi? He is Fulani, not Hausa. How about the Emir even of a Ilorin in Yoruba land? He is not a Yoruba man. The Emir of a Ilorin is not even a Yoruba Muslim or Oduduwa Muslim. The Emir of a Ilorin is Fulani, not Yoruba. Not Oduduwa. The Emir of Zazzau is Fulani, not Hausa. The governor of Sokoto State is Fulani, not Hausa. Whereas the Hausa is in the majority. The governor of Katsina State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Zamfara State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kaduna State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kano State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Jigawa State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Gombe State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kebbi State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Taraba State is Fulani, not Christian nor Hausa. Governor.
I believe we are listening very well. This is the finalization we are talking about. And they are now starting by giving you Hope Uzodinma, governor of Imo State, Soludo, governor of Anambra State, Devo Mahe, governor of Ebonyi State, what is the Mba, governor of Enugu State, Ebonyi, Enugu, Ugwani, all of them. These people have been initiated into Funani, and by the time you know it, somebody will take over from Hope Uzodinma, and by the time that person will take over from Hope Uzodinma, he will become a full-blooded Funani. The same way in Ilorin today, in Oyo State, in Niger, everywhere. They are gradually taking over, and all these things are the plans of their master, the slave criminal masters. Funani, everywhere. Who is your minister for FCT? Listen, you feel say now we cannot be able. Let me tell you, when you have given yourself in the hands of a slave master to be treated like a slave, whether you gave yourself willingly to the slave master, or you were captured, or you were sold, or you were forced into the slavery, slave now slave. There is no grade in slavery. There is no slave, and there will never be. There will never be a grade. There is no grade. You be slave, you are slave, you are slave. Point. Simple. So if you like it, be wicked, be governor of capital territory, be senator, this one, that one, walk and walk. It's not important. You are a slave. You are a slave.
The governor of Katsina State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Zamfara State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kaduna State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kano State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Jigawa State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Gombe State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Kebbi State is Fulani, not Hausa. Governor of Taraba State is Fulani, not Christian nor Hausa. Governor of Nasarawa State is Fulani, not Hausa. The governor of Borno State is Fulani, not even Kanuri. All the major imams and they call Sharia Arewa zone in the Sahel in the north, they are all Fulanis. There is no frontline imam that is a Hausa man. Now do you understand? Now do you understand what they have in store for you? The more they preach one Nigeria under one unity, the more they enter into you and take you over. They came to Imo State. They could not impose a Fulani man in Imo State. They got the next best thing, which is Opuzarima. Their students and their slave.
Very simple. Yes, my sister Ebejue Priscilla Ijoma, there is no senior or junior. There is no rank, no corporal, no major, no general in slavery. Once a slave, you are a slave. BIAFRANS, you see, it's either we get free or we remain slave. Remember 20th, 21st of next month, is this our first ever Biafra referendum convention coming up in Finland. I want us to remember that it is very important. So many things will be unveiled. And after this, from here, not after here, from this convention, from the inside the hall of the convention, so many things will be unveiled and so many activities will be unveiled and so many missions will be being activated. So support whatever you hear about Biafra. It is no longer donating your money for somebody to load container. No, it has passed that level. It is now, you have seen what our PM posted. You must have seen them in the WhatsApp groups, even if you are not on Twitter. The money is well utilized. I tell you, we are going home. So support IPOB, support the fundraising that is coming up tomorrow. Support the fundraising. It is coming tomorrow. Don't be this kind of fool. You have freedom before you. You don't want to take the freedom. You are struggling to get a piece of bread, a piece of peanut, a crumb, and you will never get it until you die. Why don't you take the key for freedom? Open that door and get yourself freed forever. Fundraising is tomorrow. Remember always to support ESN. They have been there for us. They are there for us. They are dying on daily basis for our sake because they don't want IDP to be our story. They don't want us to end up here. For those of you that don't know what this is what is called IDP camp, where people live. Those things you see like cockroach pens are where people live. If you look very well, you will see how beautiful those women they look like. Their husbands has been murdered by Fulanese. These are the people of Hamufu. They are our own brothers, they are our own sisters. I call on every other person, anyone, anywhere you are, support what we are doing. You can imagine the kind of life these people are living. You can imagine if rain drops, drizzling, no be rain fall, just dropping one, that kind of drop. You can imagine what will happen here. You can see those little children. Then you ask yourself, in the middle of nowhere, where are they going from here? These little children, imagine saying that your pikin be one of these little children. Waiting you go there take for them, for inside this place. This is why we need you to do your donation. This is why we need to be free from Nigeria. They want to end us all up inside this kind of houses, inside this kind of paradise. This is their dream for you. This is their dream for you. And this is what they are doing everywhere they go. They want to conquer, they want to take over. It is ethnic cleansing and the land grabbing is what they said. Funani himself talk him. Hausa people themselves, they're talking with their own mouth. I don't know why we don't want to hear or listen or believe. At least they listen and they hear the truth. Listen and at least hear the truth. Listen.
This is in continuation of the ethnic cleansing mission of the bandits to also continue expanding their land grabbing agenda and to also cripple the economic progress of the people.
Do you hear that? You hear them?
Because Plateau people are largely agrarian.
The three of my camp members went outside.
When you hear camp, you think say what do you call it? When you hear camp, you may be thinking it's what is this camp? You may be thinking it's a rehabilitation camp for very beautiful camp. It's not. This is the camp they are talking about. This is the camp. And if you dare leave this vicinity, if you dare leave these premises, say make you want enter town, Funanis are surrounding this camp. Immediately you come out of this camp, they will kill you. They want you to remain here forever. This is their plans. This is their dream. Is for you to understand what we are saying, why we are shouting. Listen to this man. 3 people try to go into the city to look for food because you no go get food though. Don't think in that camp government is not coming to give you nothing. Listen, they went out to look for food and the Fulani do waiting. Talk again,
my camp members went outside to find food for their members in the camp. When they would go, Fulani killed 3 of them.
Yes, they have been doing this thing for a very long time. All our farms, they clear all. They cut our yams, eat our guinea corn, our corns and everything.
It is very clear. I don't talk finish. I don't hands up. Make we round up. So since nobody call, let us round up and go. We have tried. Make I start with Ada Biafra. Okay, Mazi Sonny and Rafael, are you there? Okay, make we just round up. Ada Biafra.
Thank you. Well, my people, we have talked for some time now. We all know that Biafra is our religion and that we, the evangelists, we will continue to evangelize. But I want to leave one thing with our people. They say that vulture is a very patient bird. And I will attribute the Fulanese to that nature. Since I don't know when they came to Nigeria, and the northern part was their first port of call. I think it was in maybe 1914 when they came and started Islamizing the northern people. As our leader in his last exposition rightly mentioned, Fulanis are the governors in every state where they find themselves. They will always rule. And since then, they could not Islamize our part of the country. And they never gave up. That's why I say that they are like vultures. I liken them to vultures, the nature of vultures. They have been very patient, and it will be very unwise of us not to study them by now and have an antidote for that their nature. You see, in every strategic natural resources we have in that country, they are in control. Because I was reading something where Ebun Clark said that during the time of Gowon, he gave a man from Bayelsa the position of NNPC. Murtala Mohammed, in that conference, he walked out and they eventually overthrew Gowon, saying that for Gowon to make a man, an Igbo man, the NNPC director is putting Nigeria at risk, which means that that agenda, since that time, they have been nurturing it, maintaining it, denying us of getting close to any of those things. We all should be by now very, very watchful. And we have to put it in our mind. That's why our leader said mental toughness is required in this agitation process. So we should all know that they have no other agenda than to Fulanize us, Islamize us, and they are not doing it in peace. So here, I will tell you people that during the time of John the Baptist, they said that the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and by violence he taketh it by force. So if violence comes to you in your home, when you have no other home, you wouldn't have any choice, no other option than to fight back. So this is the time, and we all have to be ready. Whatever anyone can do to make a contribution, please do. Thank you so much, and thank you, my people. Everybody is working hard, and I'm encouraging you to remain firm and don't give up. Thank you.
There were massive shoes.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you. My beloved sister, Ada Biafra, I appreciate you also. So in this very discussion that we have today, I believe that Biafrans have learned a lot. We have spoken at length, and everything we are saying here are not things that you have not had before. They are things you have had before. Everything we are saying here are things that are in the public, but some of us are so lazy to make inquiry or to put their head down. That is why the media of Biafra, Republic of Government in Exile, have taken it upon themselves to continue to remind you of these informations that are in your doorstep, even though you ignore them. Everything we are saying here today are things that are very much available before you. There is no more time. There's no more time. For some people who thought that there is something remaining, they said, let them try another option. Some of them who believe that maybe politically they can have any change, they can have a change, they refuse to join us. For those of us who are hardcore students of Mazen Nandekan, we know from the onset that there is only one way out, which is freedom. But some of them who decided to try out something else politically, today, as it stands today, if you are not yet cleared of that daftness in your head, if you are not yet cleared of that madness, you will never be redeemed anymore. Because as it stands today, after their pronunciation in the court, it has become very, very clear that you are not wanted close to anything that has to do with Nigeria. We knew that before now. We talked about it. That was why our Prime Minister told you, do not get involved in election. Don't help them to legitimize this their evil. But some people try something else. But as it stands today, it has become clear that the only option we have is exit. Exit is the only option. There is nothing else you can try. Nothing else to try. If you love yourself, you love your future, you must key in and support the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. That is the only way we have. And in that movement, the only command we have today is the command coming from our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. under the supreme command of Mazen Nandekan. Do not be deceived. The blackmail will continue to come. They will not stop. The blackmail, that is one of the greatest weapons they use, blackmail. And in that blackmail, they make you as a Biafran feel as if you are committing offense when you're not committing an offense. Asking for self-determination is a right of every human being. It is lawful. It is lawful to demand for self-determination. International law supports it. African law supports it. Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. But when it comes to Biafra, they will make you feel as if you're committing any offense. You are not committing any offense. Self-defense is the right of every human being. You have the right to defend yourself. International law supports it. African law supports it. Nigerian law itself supports self-defense. We have seen governors call their people to rise up and defend themselves. We saw the Minister of Defense in Nigeria came out in the open and he said, don't wait for the military to protect you, protect yourself. Self-defense is the right of every man. So when you as a Biafran is defending yourself, just as we are doing today through our Liberation Army, do not allow anybody make you feel as if you are committing offense. We are not committing. In fact, in Nigeria today, the most lawful people you have is the Biafran people. The most law-abiding people is the Biafran people. We are taking the legitimate means to get our freedom. You see the civil disobedience we are engaging in, sit at home, is lawful. It is not a crime. It is not violence. It's a peaceful means to demand for your right democratically. Civil disobedience. The sit at home is the most peaceful means among that civil disobedience. Sit at home is the most peaceful one. That is one we chose. Don't let anybody make you feel as if you are committing an offense. Look at the right to life. Right to life is a right that belongs to every human being. As long as Chukwu have given you the grace to come into the planet Earth, you have the right to survive and live. But in Nigeria, they have made you as a Biafran to think that without you bowing down to the caliphate, you don't deserve to live. That is the kind of thing that our politicians have accepted. That not until they go to Sokoto and bow down to the caliphate, they don't deserve to live. But that is a lie from the pit of hell. Every Biafran have right to life. These three rights, we must continue to defend it. Right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to life. That is why we are coming online on a daily basis to encourage you and tell you, don't make anybody make you feel as if you're committing any crime as a Biafran. You are not committing. In fact, Biafrans are the most lawful people you have in that zoological republic. The only people today that are committing crime and continue to commit is the Nigerian government itself, that disobey their own law. Fellow Biafrans, if you know how you are going to support your exit from Nigeria, support it now. There is no more option. Support the Biafran government in exile. Make your contribution the best way you can. Anything you can give to support, give. Financially, morally, prayerfully. We have no time. We are going home, and no man born of a woman will stop it. Whatever sacrifice you are making today, you are going to get it back in 1,000-fold. The suffering we are going today, does it worth it? It worth it. No amount is too much to pay for freedom. No amount is too much to pay for freedom. No sacrifice is too much for freedom. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us that strength to stand firm until we walk away home in this year, 2023. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We'll see you again next time.
Okay, bye for now, Biafrans. See you now. Very, very soon. Remember to join the fundraising tomorrow. Bye for now.
Friends all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.biafra.org www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Nandi